We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store, as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You talk about this Washington defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
They go play action with Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready? 19 Tiger.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. It's caught. Here's Langford. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. You look at this Eagle defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 Lion. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete to Langford. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. From 6 yards away. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, 73, 73.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Tanner Muse, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. That is caught. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
18 Cardinal.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Watkins diving, he's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. I guess that was a little better. He got back to the line of scrimmage there after the loss on first down, but now you're still dealing with a 3rd and long.
So let's put on our offense coordinator hat. They've been very aggressive against the run the last 2 plays. I'm thinking screen right here. Let him come get the quarterback and dump it off. There could be some room to roam.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Devin Tompkins deep to return it. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll set up a throw. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamlin. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here's second and 3. Looking to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They're going to look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground again here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Third down and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Santos with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final state. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. For the second half, it was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense with.
There he goes, left side. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. Across midfield, and finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. On second down, they'll run it here. They find some open field here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Back to throw here. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Shedding the tackle. And this is going to be a Commanders first down as good running gets him to about the 44. And now they're in the hurry up. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Ready.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A handoff to McAllister. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got room to roam. And finally wrestled down at the 11. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's Jackson again on the reception. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now back to throw. Screen play to McAllister. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Gibson here running out of the gun. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go now.
2nd and 9.
18 Rattler. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On the give, McAllister with it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
19 Tigers, Cougar 19.
2nd and 5. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Okay, ready.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Jackson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
186 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second down, they'll run it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
A 4th down. They felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Jackson out of the gun. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all of the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
19 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll drop to throw. This pass caught by Hamler. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Go, Reed, go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
18, Pioneer. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught at the 1.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, and he'll wind up losing yardage on the play. You cannot have that. And also, 4th down now.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Right back to him on first down. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Commanders, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they drop their 7th game on the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out of the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes.